the volume nice and loud. Cause we are controlling transmission with dance beats and R&B. You're in the mix with Lil Drummer Girl. With your host, Dawn Marie. In the mix.
Hey, it's Dawn Marie here from The Little Drummer Girl. Thank you for stopping by for another episode of The Little Drummer Girl. Today I have a very fun and special guest. Zeb, aka Jamey Dekofsky, is the drummer for Tribal Seeds. He started playing drums as early as 8 years old, and by the age of 10 was already playing in numerous percussion ensembles, working on timpani, hand percussion, drum sets, and a local punk and classic rock band. He's originally from LA, and gigging was his life even back then. He went to the Performing Arts High School in California, and by age 20, he was backing his first reggae artist, Mikey Dread H.R. from Bad Brains' hand drumming specialist, Ras Michael. He's toured Europe and Jamaica with Ras Michael, and when he came back to the States, his career skyrocketed. I got to see him at Janus Live down in St. Petersburg the other day, and we had a little interview for you here today. It's already in progress, so let's get going. Here's Zeb. I know you guys have a show tonight, and I don't want to hold you up because I want to thank you so much for being here because
thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
I know how busy you are and playing 2 sets tonight.
Yeah, we're having fun on this tour. This tour is really fun for us because we've all been friends for so long, so it's cool, just to be around. We all come up. You'll see everybody's coming up and singing on everybody's sets and jamming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's like total family vibe for us, so it's really cool. Fortunate guys, Pepper. And Tribal Seeds, and all the guys we met now, like the Daronauts, we never met them before, cool guys. And then Aloha Radio's on the rest of the tour after they leave, so it's cool to be. We're all just it's like family tour.
Nice.
This tour, yeah.
That's cool. It's okay if we just jump in.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
Cool. So since you're 8 years old, is that right?
Something like that, yeah. We're like about 30 years, so been doing this since I started on guitar first, and I hated it, and I switched to drums, and I never went back. I mean, I played some other stuff, but mostly drums, percussion was mostly my thing.
What inspired you to pick up the drums rather than the guitar?
I think it was ADD. Honestly. No, I don't know. I was kind of a hyper kid, and I was, and the drummers that inspired me back then was like John Bonham, Led Zeppelin, Keith Moon, The Who, classic rock guys. So, it all happened to OD, so I just looked like pretty bad role models. As drummers, they were incredible to me.
Yeah.
Neil Peart from Ras.
School of Performing Arts, right?
Yeah, that was in high school. But I took drum lessons for about maybe 4 years when I was kind of a kid. And other than that, I sat my everything. Punk. My brother was more into reggae, and he kind of got me into the late 80s.
Cool.
Mid-late 80s. And so, guys like Sly Dunbar and Horace Mouth and Santa Davis, those are the drummers that I was looking up to then. And, I gotta play this right. I want to play it correct. There wasn't really like a Cali reggae scene back then. It was mostly Jamaican reggae. It was all Jamaican reggae, really. So if you listen to reggae, it was just, from Jamaica, There wasn't Sublime yet. There wasn't, this scene that now it's grown so huge, which is great. But back then it really wasn't. We kind of created that in California.
That's true.
Yeah, when it really wasn't there. And so now it's on, our band and Revolution and Slightly Stupid and Soulja and all these bands just took off, you know what I mean? And they all stuck with it for a long time. So kind of, the scene kind of.
Absolutely. I know they were just here a couple months back in March, and I got to see Dirty Heads. Show. Yeah.
We're all friends from way back too, you know what I mean? And especially Slightly Stupid, we're way back when they first started. I was playing with guys like Barrington Levy and Sugar Minot and guys like that, and Half Pint and Greg Isaacs, and these guys was playing drums for them. And so Slightly Stupid was in fact, a lot of these bands and was our opening band a lot. Nice. When they were just coming up, Tribal Seeds included, Revolution, Soulja, Stupid, everybody kind of, So now they're all headlining bands, now the other guys, if they're still alive, are opening. So it's kind of funny how things went full circle.
I find it's pretty amazing that you're tonight on the bill. You're playing for 2 bands.
Yeah, I'm just filling in for Fortunate Youth right now because Jordan, their drummer, his dad's in the hospital, so he had to leave the tour. And so I'm kind of covering for him. He hasn't left or anything. He's still in the band.
Oh, cool. Okay.
I'm just helping out until he gets back. Not sure when, but We having fun though. It's fun. Yeah.
I was gonna say that's like you must. How many hours are you playing a night?
I mean, we're Fortune's doing 40, 45 minutes, and then Travel Seeds we're doing hour and 15. So it's not bad. Like I used to do like, you know, for instance, like Bob Marley Day, Reggae in the River, those shows. My band back in LA was Detour Posse. We were a backing band, and we would back like 6 artists on the same show. So I'd be on stage for like 4 hours straight. You know, so this is like nothing. You're like, oh, how can you do 2 sets? Like,
no sweat, right?
that conditioning though, like if you're a drummer, like that conditioning comes from playing 3-4 sets a night in a club, 6 nights a week, and you get your endurance and your stamina up to be able to do that. Because some guys will get tired, or you know.
I was playing for 4 hours on one Saturday and it was killing me.
It can, yeah. And but if you did it all the time, you get used to the stamina. You learn how to do techniques, like you don't get tired, your wrists don't get tired, and you know, you learn how to not. You know, if it's like, I mean, if I was playing punk rock still, you know, I probably couldn't do 4 hours. You know what I mean? But for reggae and like funk or hip hop, those kind of, you know, groove music, you learn little techniques to not get tired. You're not using you more in the wrists rather than everything is, you know, arms, you know, stuff like that. Because that's when you really get tired. But
do you remember what your first song that you learned how to play was?
First song?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good question. First song I learned how to play. I know what a few of the first ones are. I haven't said the first one, but I know you're gonna laugh. One of them was Journey, Don't Stop Believing.
Yeah.
Probably. I think AC/DC, Hell's Bells. And there was a Led Zeppelin song called Black Dog that I used, and I think the Doors too. I learned like mostly like classic rock stuff.
Awesome.
So I was about like 9 or 10 years old. I actually had a band back then. We played like little parties and stuff. Yeah, we were all like 10, 11 years old, but we would play like all that classic rock, you know, Zeppelin stuff, like the easier Zeppelin stuff, you know.
Did you play out?
Yeah, we played out. We actually got paid.
Wow.
We actually did gigs. And I was like 10, like $25. Like, oh,
that's awesome.
You can make a living doing this?
That's right. That's so cool.
Yeah, I think it was most more of that stuff. You know? That was probably some of the first things that I learned. I think the Doors, "Light My Fire" was like one of them.
That's a great song.
What was yours?
I think I played. Gosh, I think it was a George Michael song.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Not Wham, but George Michael.
Yeah, it was George Michael, and it was.
Careless Whisper.
No, it was one of his more obscure songs on one of his albums.
Slow song or a fast?
Yeah, it was kind of a melody. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I played everything else, you know. Like,
Yeah, me too. Man. Whatever I played, I wanted to play it right. You know, I wanted to learn. This guy told me a long time ago. I went to like a Latin drum clinic. I forget his name. He was like famous Latin drummer. You know, Latin jazz and salsa. I can't remember his name, but he said something that I always said. He said, "You can't learn to play." He said, "You can't play this music correctly unless you eat rice and beans." Meaning, you kind of have to live the music that you're into, and then you know learn like the culture of it and where it came from, especially like music's outside of like America, say reggae for instance, or African or Afro-Cuban, or you know Latin jazz and those kind of things.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you kind of have to like anybody can pick up a talking drum and go, "Ooh," but are you playing it right? You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of techniques to different things, especially like feels wise and stuff. You know. Just overall, like groove idea, like how to like play the stuff so it sounds like authentic. Mm-hmm. Depending on the band you're with.
Do you use any electronic music at all? Any electronic drums?
Oh, do I? Yeah, I have 2 octapads. I run tracks and samples and click tracks, and yeah. So I use one pad is like a lot of sound effect stuff, and the other pad I'm doing all the tracks and stuff like that. Yeah. We're actually Travel Seeds. We're actually pretty tech band, I'd say. So we have a big production kind of, you know.
Cool. Do you practice before you go on stage?
In my head. In my head. We rehearse stuff, so you prepare. But like, say, for instance, Fortune View, it was last minute. We never even rehearsed. You know, I'm just backstage with the guys going over the set. Okay, this is the tag, this is the ending, and okay, and I write my notes and go over and over, like make sure you know.
Wow. So how long did you have before you knew that you were going to play with them?
Oh, the first day, a couple hours. Like I think they called me like around 3 o'clock, and they played at 7. So.
Oh no
like,
way!
Hey, here's the 10 songs, you know. And you know they're a great band, they're a big band, a lot of fans. So it's like you can't go out there and suck.
No, definitely not. That's awesome.
But it's good, we're having fun. you know, we're having a good time. So, and they're all the homies. So, you know what I mean? It's cool. I'm glad that I could help them out, you know.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Can you remember one of your most embarrassing moments on stage? If you ever had one?
It wasn't, yeah, but it wasn't something I did.
Okay.
So I have a funny story of that. I can't. This is, I'm as embarrassing or hilarious one either. But we played back in the day. There was a guy in LA, a Jamaican guy, and there was a club called Kingston 12, one of the first like reggae clubs in LA. And so we used to back a lot of Jamaican artists there, guys like Michael Palmer and Rainbow Joe and Sugar Minott, these guys right back in the day. And this dude was a promoter. His name was Simple Simon. They called him Simple Simon. And he was the promoter, but he also tried to sing, you know. And he was like, okay, whatever. So we get to the show, and he was gonna open and do about 5 songs. And he goes out there and he's saying, there's like nobody there. There's maybe like 5 people. And I just remember this one like rude boy Jamaican dude was on the dance floor, just standing there by himself, just like watching, right? And every time this dude ended a song, this dude would just go, "Boo! Boo! Come off of the stage. We don't want you. Boo!" Like he heckled him the whole time, and to the point where I thought dude was gonna start crying. So, yo man, I'm just trying to think. And he's like, "Boo!" It was embarrassing. I mean. And I'm just playing, so it was embarrassing for me too, just to be up there, but for sure for him. Like, you know. I did almost die one time on stage.
What?
Yeah, I was in Bermuda at Barrington Levy, and we played a festival, and I didn't notice at the time. Big stage, you know, the big cannon lights, right? And the drums are here, and the cannon lights here. One of them fell while I'm playing, right? And I didn't know, I'm just playing, I heard this huge crash. I'm like, what was that, right? I come to find out after, my friends are behind me, they said the light fell and they thought it was just gonna crush my head. Like these lights are like 100 and some odd pounds. Right. Falling from the scaffolding, you know, 40 feet up.
Yeah, exactly.
And they said it missed my head by like that much.
Oh, God.
Yeah, they thought I was gonna die. Like they were like, oh my God. Like
your angel was watching you.
Yeah, like if I had been back this much, I probably would have been dead. You know what I mean?
That's scary.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm glad I didn't know that until after.
That's probably a good idea. Do you teach music at all?
I did for a minute. Like I would teach drums, mostly like kids and stuff. So I had a few. Like I said, I did, but I was like so busy in and out on the road that I just didn't have time. And you know, I don't think I'm the greatest teacher. You know, I'm not super schooled at reading. I can, but I don't really have to do much. So it's like, but I mean, I was good. You know, I was a teacher, but like some guys are really good at that. Like. They can notate everything they do. Right. I can play stuff, but I can tell you what I'm doing, but I can't sit there and show you, okay, this is an eighth here, and then I'm doing this triplet thing here, and da-da-da. Like, it takes me a while to, like, think of it in terms of that. If I hear something, I play back, but if you show me the sheet music on it, I can't necessarily like, pick it up right away. You know?
It's hard to read music. I mean,
yeah, I did when I was younger. I played in, like, a percussion ensembles and stuff. I used to play timpani drums and stuff, so I was pretty good at reading back then, but drum kit music to read to me was always like foreign. And I have never really had to do it in my whole career, thank God, because I'm not really
that's cool. Do you write a lot of the songs with the band?
We're writing together now. I've been with Tribal since Silos left from the last tour, so they haven't done a record in like 3.5 years. We did a single for Rude Girl. And then we're doing a new record now, so we're kind of writing together a bit, and you know what I mean?
When is that supposed to be released? Like next year sometime?
Hopefully this year.
Oh, this year?
Yeah, we just recorded some of the tracks before we left on the tour, and then once we get back, we're gonna do a couple more, and then I think our goal is to get it out like, you know, hopefully by like end of summer or maybe fall, like October, November, we hope, but we'll see, yeah.
You gotta let me know when it's out.
Oh, for sure, yeah, for sure.
All right, I know you got a lot to do tonight, so are you ready for the rapid fire 11-stroke roll interview?
Oh, God. Here we go. The Raptor McHugh.
Your favorite genre of music?
I'm saying reggae, yeah. Not the only one, but, you know.
Your favorite, okay.
Yeah.
Your favorite artist?
Oh, my God, this is rapid fire? In what genre? See, I can't answer right away because I think it's like different genres. Like, if you ask me for like classic rock, Zeppelin. If you ask me for reggae, I want to say Peter Tosh. If you ask me for, hip hop or something, I'm going to say KRS-One or, you know what I mean, or Tribe Called Quest, you know. I don't know if I have a favorite artist in every genre.
All right, cool.
Does that make sense?
It makes sense. Your favorite drum company?
Pearl.
Your favorite size drumsticks to play with?
5B for sure. Oak, only oak.
Only oak. All right. Which company?
ProMark. That's all I use. Yeah, ProMark 5B oak.
And do you have a favorite accessory, like an item of clothing that you have to take on the road with you every time you go?
Yeah, tank tops. I'll never wear sleeves. You'll never see me wearing sleeves ever.
Well, I like your sleeves that are.
I just cut these off. Whether I cut them off or I'm wearing a tag, I cannot play with sleeves or even short sleeves for some reason. I feel like claustrophobic.
Wow.
Yeah, especially like it's hot, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, down here too.
It's super hot down here, but yeah. But even in the wintertime, our winter tour was like snow and ice. I was still wearing tank tops. I mean, I wear a big jacket outside, but like I always had tank tops.
What's your favorite activity other than playing drums?
Wow. I mean, yeah, my family, I have my girlfriend, my dog. We do a lot of stuff with my dog. And, you know, I snowboard, I skateboard and stuff like that still. You know what I mean? So, you know, we try and be outdoors a lot.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
Biggest pet peeve. Let's see. Wow, that's a hard question. Pet peeve. People that are mean. There you go.
I hear you on that. Your favorite person to be around?
My favorite person? My girlfriend, Kaylee. Love her.
Your favorite food?
Food? Ooh, I like Thai food, tom yum soup, or I like Jamaican food, ackee and saltfish.
What's that?
It's called ackee and saltfish. It's a Jamaican, it's like the Jamaican national dish. I'm gonna say that.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it's really good, yeah.
Your favorite travel spot?
Travel? For playing or for a person?
For fun.
Hawaii, for sure. Yeah, Hawaii is top for me always.
Cool. How long of the tour is going to be going for?
This one's about 6 weeks or 5.5, 6 weeks. This tour, last tour we did was like 2 months. And I don't know if we're doing a fall tour, but I think we're doing a winter tour again.
Nice.
Which is harder because of weather. The bus is like freezing over and stuff like that. Yeah. But this tour is like a 5.5. Yeah, we'll be back September 24th is the last date, and it's at Red Rocks. So we're like excited.
That's a great theater.
Yeah. I played there a couple times. It's amazing, man. Yeah. It's truly amazing.
I was supposed to see Blues Travel there. I go there and find out that's when he had his he had a heart attack.
Oh,
and
this
so
recent?
No, this was back in like '99 or something like that. Okay. And I was so disappointed. I mean, I was hoping it was okay, but I was looking forward to seeing the show.
No, you just cared about your ticket.
Such a cool
How dare you die on me? How dare you?
So tell me, if people want to follow you, are you on social media?
I am, yeah.
How can they follow
Instagram, it's at Zebdrum, ZEBDRUM. And I don't have Twitter or even Snapchat. I pretty much do Facebook and Instagram.
Cool. So what do you
follow my Instagram at Zebdrum. It's Jamey Zeb. If you just put Jamey Zeb, Jamey Zeb, you'll find me on Facebook too.
Awesome.
And then you can find me through Tribal Seed stuff and you know all of that too. You know what I mean? But I need to get more up on my personal social media. Like I'm more on Facebook because I like, you know, I have a lot of friends and whatever, but I like to actually read articles and listen to new music and stuff like that. It's not just about like what people ate for, you know, dinner and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm more, you know, pretty political. We follow that. We follow, you know, I follow all kinds of. I just find cool articles like because I don't have TV at home.
No?
I have a TV, but I don't have like the news or cable. I have Netflix and I have like a whatever black box, firebox.
The Fire Stick.
Fire Stick. And that's it. I just watch
good.
movies mostly, so I get most of my, you know, most of the people will post something, I go, oh, I didn't know that, you know. Especially now with all this Trump nonsense going on.
2 seconds, you get new information.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll make sure I post all that up in the show notes so that they can click.
Yeah, and they could follow Tribal Seeds, you know, obviously on Facebook, and it's at Tribal Seeds on Instagram.
Cool. Any songs on iTunes as well?
For Tribal Seeds?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
yeah.
I'll put them up there.
We just hit, and on Pandora, we hit 400 million plays.
Wow.
The other day.
Oh,
like almost 500 million
That's amazing.
plays on Pandora.
Oh
Yeah, we were pretty stoked on that.
Wow.
So you can follow the band on there and Spotify too and all of that. All the bands, Fortunate Youth and Pepper, everybody, you know.
Nice.
Yeah. This is support the scene. It's about supporting the scene. We've all been doing it a long time. We're all trying to just elevate everybody else. There's no competition here between.
See, I love that. I love that you say that because the business can be such a cutthroat business that to have everybody like as one.
And I've been in situations before where it was like that. You know, there's certain arenas of music where it's really cutthroat and people kind of step on you to get ahead. But this scene of reggae in not just California but American-based reggae bands is very like camaraderie. Like we all support each other, we cross promote each other, we wear each other's t-shirts. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool.
Yeah, when our brothers do good, we're proud of them, and we hope that they're proud of us if we do something.
I love to hear that. And tell me something. What would you say to those who are beginning out there in the industry and are looking to break in there? Any words of wisdom to give them?
Yeah, I'd say, like, you know, because everybody has that dream. I had the dream when I was a kid to do it, but it takes a lot of perseverance and a lot of sacrifice too. And you have to be ready for that, you know. It doesn't always go your way. And you have to persevere through the hard times, and hopefully there's going to be this great future for you in this business. But you have to make it happen, and you can't sit around and wait for it. You have to be proactive about getting out there, showing people who you are. If it's a band, get your music out there. Like, so right now, social media is huge. You got to be up on your social media, and they didn't have that before. Now it's like crucial for that. And if musicians, like, you know, be reliable, be professional, and be on time.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because everybody's expendable at the end of the day. And so sometimes it's not about the best drummer or guitar player in the world. It's what you bring to the table personally, musically, you know, and be able to live. If you tour like we do, you have to be able to live with 11 guys on a bus.
That's right.
You know,
talk about close quarters.
Yeah,
right?
you might be the best dude in the world, but like if you can't like get along with people on the bus, or you know what I'm saying, or you're miserable every day or something, as good as you are, nobody's gonna want to be around you. You know what I'm saying?
Hit the road, Jack.
Yeah.
Right?
So you know, and I always say this: remember, as good as you might be, there's always somebody better.
That's true.
So you never stop learning, never start thinking like, I'm the dopest, like nobody can touch me, and have that kind of Floyd Mayweather attitude about music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because it's not a competition. It's just about what you bring to the table creatively. And my goal was always to have like other drummers watch me and learn and like, you know, oh, I learned a lot by watching you play, or you know what I'm saying, or be able to hear you play on a record and go, that's that, or you know, because I used to be able to do that with especially with reggae stuff. I could tell you which drummer, whether it was slide number, because by the feel.
Really?
Stuff. And I always strive to do that, be like unique enough to where like you hear John Bonham play, the sound of his drums, the way he plays, you know it's John Bonham.
Right.
You hear Neil Peart play, even if he was playing with somebody else, you go, that sounds like Neil Peart.
Right, because he's got that style in it. So
Keep Moon, the feel like all the guys that are like legendary cats, I think that's what they have, something that sets them apart, that you can hear and go, that's that dude, you know what I mean? So,
it's like a vocalist, you know. You
need a unique.
Try to change
you don't want to just sound like so-and-so. Yeah. You want to be so-and-so. And then, you know, other people can want to sound like you, then cool, but you don't want to be that guy. So that's my advice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for
Thanks
being
so
on
much
the
for having
show.
me. I appreciate you. Yeah.
And I wish you rock out.
I want to hear you play
tonight.
too, yeah.
And would love to, you know, we'll stay in touch. And
Absolutely.
next time you're in town, when you have the new album out, I'd love to let the folks out there know. And
look out. Hopefully the shit won't have a release date yet, but Travel Season Records coming out. So if you have any fans out there, appreciate the support.
Absolutely.
Keep looking out.
And do you also have anything up on YouTube at all?
The band, we have a lot of stuff.
Okay,
I mean,
cool,
if you just go YouTube and put Travel Season, there's a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah, and I'll put your links up in there.
Yeah, and I do too as well, for me as well. And my other band was Detour Posse before I was in Tribal, and we were backing bands. So if you pull up that name, you'll find me. I used to back Sean Paul and all these guys.
Oh, cool.
And, you know, Shaggy, you know, guys like that. Barrington Levy, Greg Raz, those guys. So there's a whole bunch of videos, like hundreds and hundreds. You know, I don't know. Half of them are people's cell phones from shows. But
right. Awesome.
A lot of stuff comes up. But Travel Season, just Google us or put it in the YouTube and you'll find us out there. And, you know, we appreciate the support.
You got it. It's going to be there.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me. Yeah.
Thank you.
Enjoy the show.
All right, guys. Thanks again for listening. And rock on and rock out.
Thank you.
Catch you on the flip side.
One love.